using the quadratic formula with Adam Maths Tutor. Here's the beginner question, one of the easier questions that you're likely to find on this topic. A quadratic equation is a second degree polynomial equation in the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, where a, b and c are constants and a cannot be equal to 0. The solutions to a quadratic equation equal to 0 are the x values where the graph crosses the x-axis. These are also called the roots or zeros of the equation. The quadratic formula is x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over or divided by 2 lots of a. And the formula is used to find the roots of a quadratic equation when factorising is either not possible or not convenient to do so. The formula is derived by completing the square on the general quadratic equation of ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. You are not expected to know how to do this for your exam. It's normally pretty obvious when the quadratic formula will need to be used, as it will tend to be on a calculator paper, and also a big clue will be this sentence that we have written where it says give your solutions correct to a number of decimal places or significant figures. This suggests that your answers won't be integers or whole numbers that you've achieved by factorising. Hence, they're expecting you to use the quadratic formula along with your calculator. To use the quadratic formula, we first need to identify a, b and c from the quadratic equation. Comparing our two, we can see that a is the coefficient of the x squared term, which is 3. b is the coefficient of the x term, which is positive 2. And c is the constant at the end, negative 13. We plug these values into the formula. My advice, to avoid any calculator errors with BidMaths, is to always use a bracket when using a substituted value. We have x equals negative b, which would be negative lots of bracket, and b is positive 2, plus or minus the square root of b squared, which will be bracket 2 squared, minus 4 lots of a, which will be 3, and then opening up our last bracket for c, which is negative 13, all over 2 lots of a, so 2 bracket 3. If you now use your calculator to type this in exactly how you see it using all of the brackets around the substituted values, firstly completing it with an addition, you'll get a solution for x of 1.77 rounded to 2 decimal places. And if we use the toggle buttons at the top of our calculator to go back and delete the addition and put a subtraction before pressing equals, we'll get our other solution of negative 2.44 rounded to 2 decimal places. Usually 3 marks are awarded for a question that involves using the quadratic formula. You'll get 1 mark for showing a substituted version of the formula. There's no expectation for you to simplify this beyond just substituting the values using brackets. You'll get a 2nd mark for one of the correct solutions, along with your 3rd mark for the final correct solution. On to the intermediate question with an increase in difficulty. A is equal to 3, B is equal to negative 11, and C is equal to negative 13. The questions that involve a negative B coefficient often lead to mistakes in exams, because the first part of the formula expects us to use negative b, which is sometimes misinterpreted, and we also need to do b squared, which is sometimes incorrectly inputted on the calculator. As long as you use the method outlined in the beginner question, where we use brackets for all substituted values, our calculators will avoid any of these errors involving BidMaths. So x is equal to negative lots of b, which is negative 11. So a negative of a negative will actually make this first numerical value positive, plus or minus the square root of, and in brackets we need to do negative 11 squared. Negative 11 squared is not the same as negative 11 squared without a bracket. For this type, which is what we want to do for this question, we're squaring negative 11, which is negative 11 multiplied by negative 11, and will give you a positive 121. This is not the same as the version without a bracket, as BidMaths will get us to do indices first, which is 11 squared, 121, before multiplying through by negative 1 and giving us negative 121. This is usually the most common misconception with these types of questions, but can be avoided by using a bracket as we've outlined here. Minus 4 lots of a, which is 3, bracket c, which is negative 13, all over 2 lots of a, 2 lots of 3. Typing this into our calculator exactly how you see it, using all of the brackets with a plus to start off with, will give us 4.61 to 3 significant figures for one of my solutions, and using the arrows to toggle backwards on my calculator before deleting the plus and replacing with a subtraction will give me my other solution of negative 0.941 to 3 significant figures. On to the advanced question, one of the trickier questions that you're likely to find on this topic. At the moment, the equation given that we have to solve is not in the form of a quadratic equation equal to 0. We need to first change it so that it is, and we can do this by adding 6x to both sides and subtracting 11 to give me x squared plus 6x minus 11 is equal to 0. Next, I can identify a. The coefficient of x squared in this case would be 1. The coefficient of x is 6, giving me b, and the constant at the end is negative 11, giving me c. Notice that for this question, we don't actually have the use of a calculator, and it wants us to give our answer in the form of a plus or minus b root c. This means that we'll need to substitute or plug our values into the formula and simplify manually without using a calculator to give me the overall answers. X equals negative lots of 6 plus or minus the square root of 6 squared minus 4 lots of 1 times negative 11, all over 2 lots of 1. We can begin to simplify. X will be equal to negative 6 plus or minus the square root of 6 squared, which is 36, and then negative 4 times 1 times negative 11 is positive 44 over 2. X will be equal to negative 6 plus or minus the square root of 36 plus 44, which is 80 over 2. The square root of 80 is a surd, which can be simplified to give me 4 root 5. So when I divide through by 2, I'll be left with negative 3 plus or minus 2 root 5. You can now see that this is in the form of a plus or minus b root c, where a is equal to negative 3, b is equal to 2, and c is equal to 5. Here's a question that I've completed earlier. It appears as though I've made some mistakes. Pause the video and see if you can spot what they are before writing some corrections in the comments below.
Thanks for watching. If you found that video useful, don't forget to hit the like button and leave a comment. If you're struggling with topics or finding maths difficult, subscribe and turn on notifications to receive regular updates about new video tutorials and other useful content. You can visit and follow all of my socials by clicking the links in the description below.